It's easy to lose sleep when you're worried about your health insurance plan. But when you have a family counting on you to take care of them, having the right coverage is more important than ever. That's why Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here to help. With low to no cost plans for you and your family, so you never go it alone. That's our Anthem. Click to learn more.
When it comes to transportation for your business, low-quality suppliers can leave you disappointed. Here at LCG Logistics, we can service all of your logistics needs. Servicing 48 states and Canada, at LCG Logistics, we pride ourselves on competitive prices, dedicated fleet service, and on-time delivery. We are small enough to care and large enough to do the job properly. Call us at 614-272-4052. LCG Logistics, your single-source transportation supplier.
Israel is 5,690 miles away from the U.S., 11 hours by plane. Hate travels faster. In a comment, in a post, in a second. Jewish hate is up 388% in the U.S. Black hate, Muslim hate, and Asian hate are up too. When one hate rises, they all do. Let's stand up to all hate together. Share and wear the blue square from standuptojewishhate.org.
Hey guys, this is Neena Perez and this is Straight Talk, no sugar added. I am so glad you're here. We are here to challenge and transform your thinking so you can get unstuck, crush those goals, and get shit done. Let's do this. I know that a lot of you know this, but I have moved across the freaking world, it feels like, across the country. And hello, let me just pop you on up here. Hello, Mitch. How are you? So good to see you. So I have moved across the country. I have done all this crazy stuff. I have a 6-figure job. I have living in the state of Connecticut for all of my life. And I have decided bye. And I decided to make a freaking change, a big change. So I moved down south. I have completely launched into my coaching business and a new career and the whole thing. And it has been amazing. And so that's what I wanted to talk to you about, was creating change in your life and what you are doing about it, right? So another change I'm going to have coming on is that I will be starting next Monday. I'm going to be starting in the evening now. So I think it's 5 p.m. Central Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. So my show will go into the evening. And that way, I can do all the stuff that I need to get done in the mornings. And now I'm going to be here in the evening. Thank you so much, Mitch. That's awesome. Thank you. I appreciate you. It's been amazing. It's been an amazing ride. I love what I'm doing. I love what I'm creating. I love that I took a leap of faith. I love that I challenged myself. And, I went through a lot of stuff, right? So, I really was full of anxiety and worry. And what am I going to do? I can't leave a 6-figure job. That's crazy. What am I thinking right now in the middle of a recession? I went through all of that, right? And so I realized that, sometimes you just got to create change in your life. And that's what I'm going to talk to you guys about and challenge you guys with today, right? So like I said, don't forget, I want you to mark it in your little calendar and your whatever. Next week, we are starting at 5 p.m. Central, because that's my new time zone. All right. Or 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you want to join my free community, it's winject.com/groups/Neena Perez. And that's on Winject. And they're doing some amazing shiznick up in there. And if you see right now, I believe it's running on my banner. Do you have a show, or would you like to launch a show? So then become our next Winject verified creator like me on Winject.com. All right. Come and join the conversation and discussions. It is really awesome back there. So there's so much going on. And I'm telling you, as a podcaster or a creator, you're going to want to get in on this. So make sure that you go to winject.com and check it out. Okay. So have you created any change in your life? What's going on in your life? I want to hear about it. If anybody's on here and they want to tell me about what they've created in their life, I want to hear about it. Right. As for me, like I said, I had to take this really amazing leap of faith and really have faith in myself and God and my family, and know that it was time to do something different. And so I had to move to a new state. I had to embark on a new career. I am really fully diving into my coaching business, which I'm doing really well. I have 15 women right now in the group coaching, which is going phenomenal. And I'm seeing transformation in their life. Like, I cannot believe the transformation that I am seeing. It's really phenomenal. And what I'm helping these women leaders and entrepreneurs is I'm helping them transcend shame in their life and all these unwanted behaviors so that they can move forward and create the life and the business that they want. And it has been my sweet spot. It's been something that has been completely amazing. And my husband as well has taken a leap of faith after 30 plus years of working for himself as an entrepreneur. He's finally decided to utilize all of his skill sets and years of experience and take that to an organization and work with this fantastic organization that I believe that will benefit completely from all of his years of experience and his integrity. And that is just another leap of faith, because it's extremely hard if you're somebody who has run and owned your own business to go ahead and work for someone else is super difficult. And for somebody like me who has been dual, right, working for other people and launching my business, to fully leave a six-figure job to come in to jump into my own is also very exciting. I was going to say scary, but it's not so scary as much as it is exciting. All right. And I have also decided to take on this burden that I have on my body, which is my weight and my autoimmune conditions, which were really kicked up 1,000% these last few months. And so I've decided, you know what? I don't want to be sick anymore. And the only way not to be sick anymore is to take control of it. And my autoimmune conditions have been kicking my ass. So it's time for me to kick its ass. And so the way to do that is to completely redefine what life looks like. And that means that six-figure job, what I love very, very, very much, was, the stress levels were just too much. And so it was kicking up my autoimmune conditions in a really deep way. And so no more of that, right? So we are going to take care of that as well. And that is what 2023, the rest of this 2023 is going to look like for me. And it's time to take on this world. It's time to take on, all of the stuff that's going on. And if you think about this world right now, it has lost its God's forsaken mind. I don't really get into politics on this show, so I'm not going to do that. But I just think it's crazy, the stuff that's happening out there in this world, and the attack on our family, the attack on our children. It is definitely something I've been praying about and thinking about. It's made me realize that, while all this stuff is happening, it's causing a lot of people some divide, some anger, some loneliness, frustration. All of this stuff is happening, and it's really causing people to just not feel themselves. And I'm tired of that, right? So I'm going to challenge you. I'm going to challenge you to challenge yourself, right? I had to challenge myself to challenge myself. And you have to move out of the state of mind that is holding you back, and that state of mind that's keeping you stuck where you are, that victim mentality or whatever it is that you're going through that's keeping you stuck, right? It's, kind of like what I had to do in moving out of state. And you don't have to move out of state, of course, but I decided that I needed a complete overhaul, mind, body, spirit, all of it, career, the whole thing. And so I challenged myself to challenge myself. And was I full of anxiety? Yeah. Was I scared? Yes. Did I have, doubt? Yes. I went through all of those things, but I still challenged myself to challenge myself, right? And because I had to move out of a state that I was born and raised in and start a whole new thing, a new career, launch my business, all of that, I was completely full of anxiety. I gained my weight. My joints were swollen. My body was swollen because stress really triggers my autoimmune conditions. And it was a hot freaking mess, but not no more. Right? It's time to adopt a new mindset. It's time to adopt a new way of being. And that means embracing the resilience that your body is giving you, embracing what you're learning, embracing adaptability and like being malleable and be able to move with it. Because we really stop ourselves. In reality, we stop ourselves, right? Because honestly, we could do whatever that we want to do, right? So if you believe that you can grow and learn and change, you will grow and learn and change. You need to start viewing these obstacles and these setbacks in your life as opportunity for you to actually move forward and grow, and also know that you're going to freaking fail. You're going to fail probably a lot, but you don't have to stay stuck in failure. And that's the thing. Like, stop being afraid of failing. Just freaking fail already. If you fail already, then you don't have to be afraid of it anymore. Okay? We are just afraid of too many stupid things, and we need to stop doing that. Like, think about when you were a kid and maybe you were afraid of, I don't know, heights or walk or something under the bed or whatever it was. And as you grew up, you were no longer afraid of those things because you saw it wasn't real, you confronted it, whatever it was. And so you have overcome it. And that's what you have to do with all of this stuff in life that you're afraid of. Freaking face it, overcome it, understand that you're going to get through it. All right? Act like you've already obtained the success that you're looking for. Now, I am going to challenge you to step out of your comfort zone. Everything you already have in your life right now is your comfort zone. That's why you have it, because you've already obtained it. It's your comfort zone. This is our comfort zone. And so now you have to go beyond that to push yourself to get out of your comfort zone, to things you don't have yet, to things you haven't seen yet, to things you haven't tried yet, to things you haven't done yet. Right. I was, struggling with the move and having this anxiety, but excited at the same time. But it was a challenge because I had to push myself out of my comfort zone of being in the East Coast my entire life to moving to a new state down south that I've never been at before. Right. And that was a challenge. And I had to step out, I had to push myself and step out. But now this is going to become my comfort zone. So now I have to keep pushing myself forward. Otherwise, I'm going to stay stuck and stagnant again. Right. So step out of your comfort zone. Challenge your brain. Challenge your brain to have all of these new experiences, these new neural connections, these new pathways, this new energy. Embrace those experiences that are coming. Push yourself past the boundaries. Oh, but I don't want to. Then don't. But if you don't complain then that you're stuck where you are and that you haven't moved forward to where you wanted to move because you don't want to do the work. Okay, because I'm sorry, manifesting, okay, whatever, it works, but not if your ass ain't doing nothing, right? You have to be able to push yourself forward in order to create the changes you want in your life because nobody's going to do it for you. Okay, so create and push yourself in these boundaries and lead yourself to increase yourself, your mindset, your mindful, your neural pathways, all of that. All right, you are the one that has the ability to increase your flexibility, to increase your personal growth. Nobody can do that for you. I come on here because I want to encourage you to do it, because I want to be in your face about it, because that's just who I am, right? But you have to be the one that embraces discomfort. You got to be the one that realizes that embracing discomfort is what's going to give you that catalyst that you need for growth in your life, right? You need to step out of yourself, step out of your comfort zone, step out of what you feel is comfortable for you, what you feel like, oh, I can do this, but I really can't do that. Why can't you do that? We have to start changing the mindset here, guys. Listen, I was born and raised in the projects. I'm a Latina. I'm all those things that people say are marginalized, that people say are, are challenged or not looked at properly or, pushed back on. But let me tell you something. I don't think that way because I've never thought that way. And that is what's given me the success that I've had in my life. And the fact that I'm willing to push myself forward is that I don't sit here as a victim and be like, oh, it's because I'm Latina. Can't do it, or it's because the white man, or it's because the, this, or it's because of that political party, or it's because of whatever it is. I'm not that person. I'm the type of person that will look at a situation and say, okay, how does Neena figure this out? What is it that I have to do to make this happen? Because once you start to go down the rabbit hole of somebody else's problem, somebody else did, or you can't do it because, then you become your own victim and you're sitting in your own and wallowing in your own crap. And then saying that it's unfortunate that this is happening because X. It is up to you to not take those on as your beliefs. That's up to you. Now, I refuse to be a victim.
Today, we discuss Miro. Today, I want to talk about the hellscape that is technical diagramming, right? Everybody's nodding their heads right now. And there is a potential solution that I want to share. There was one name that several people brought up. I did some digging, and it's kind of nuts how much this program Miro has for developers. I have to share this. It could potentially be a game changer for you. So my favorite part about Miro is that half the work is already done. Like right now, typically we spend hours starting diagrams from scratch, gathering information. You get buy-in from every team. That's a lot of work to do. But Miro has a full set of integrations with the tools you're probably already using. And they also offer open APIs and SDKs for custom solutions for all those niche diagramming use cases we have to do, right? So the end result is the same, but it doesn't take forever. It's a massive, massive time saver. I'm transforming basic flowcharts and network architectures, and it all lives in one place. So are you using Miro? Have you used it? I want to hear.
That's MIRO.com.
It's easy to lose sleep when you're worried about your health insurance plan. But when you have a family counting on you to take care of them, having the right coverage is more important than ever. That's why Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here to help. With low to no cost plans for you and your family, so you never go it alone. That's our Anthem. Click to learn more.
Victim to anybody or anything. I refuse. I've had too much of a victim mentality growing up. I've had too much of a victim mentality, in my own choices, things that I've done myself that have made me a victim, right? And I can't live my life like that no more. And I don't know about you, but I don't want to live my life like that anymore. And the minute that I feel like I'm going down a rabbit hole of being a victim, I completely catch myself before I wreck myself. That's just not what I'm going to do. I don't know if that's because I'm Generation X and we're just built that way, right? We come on the scene, we take shit the way it is. We are very politically incorrect. We are not sensitive type people, and we just make things happen. We know what it is to work hard. We know what it is to go out and get something done. And so I don't know if it's my just the generation that I grew up in or my mindset, but that's just how I'm built. And I'm not going to make freaking excuses about it. And I'm not going to apologize about it, because I've had some really deep conversations with people who have tried to give me a different, like they want me to be a different way. And that's not happening, bro. It's not happening. Neena is who Neena is. Now, either you like me or you hate me, but it's either way, I don't care, right? The truth is if you're sitting here listening, thank you for listening. If you're not, if you're going to go, oh my gosh, she's annoying and she's cutting me off, thank you for doing that too, because I don't need you. The whole point is that I need people who are going to take on what I say and say, okay, maybe she has a point here. Maybe I can make this strategically work for me. Maybe that's giving me a mindset. Maybe this says, I need my tribe. I need my peeps. Okay. I don't need somebody who's going to be emailing me or insulting me or whatever, or doesn't like the way I speak or didn't like when I said that or blah, blah. I don't care. Okay. I'm a very raw, real individual. And I really don't sit back and lose nights of sleep because you don't like me. Right. But I do, however, care about people, and I care about people's expansion. I care about your mind. I care about how you feel. I care about your flow state. I care about the fact that you need to really put around you the energy that you want to have in your life, and also give the energy that you want to receive in your life, right? You need to gradually, if you're not the type of person that's like me, who can just make it happen, because I'm the type of person who sees an obstacle and I'm like, okay, I got to get that done. And you have to be, if you're the person who has to gradually do it, then gradually do it. But what I need you to do, or what I would like you to do, I should say, is to expand your comfort zone. Expand it little by little. I don't care what it is. Do something completely different today. Expand your comfort zone so that you can have some personal growth in your life, so that you can bring on opportunities, so you can open doors. So you can see things in your life that maybe you didn't see before. Nobody's holding the door down for you guys. Nobody's closing the door on you. Nobody's telling you can't. Nobody's telling you that you don't have an opportunity. Nobody's doing any of that. You need to get up and get it done yourself. And if there's a door that is closed and you can't seem to open it, build your own freaking door. Make your own door, right? Like somebody said to me once, oh yeah, it's like, really trying to find my seat at the table. I was like, bring your own damn table. They're like, oh shit, bring my table. Bring your table. Have people sit at your table. Why are you trying to sit at somebody else's table for? I always tell people that if you have to bend down to be in a room, you are in the wrong room. You should be in a place where you are expanding the way you think. And if you are immediately like offended by that, then I need you to check yourself. Why am I offended by that? Why is it that what Nina's saying right now about me checking myself and about me, bringing my own table and about me building my own door and about me not being a victim to other people's circumstances or what society or the media tells me, why is that offending me? You need to check yourself. I can't tell you why that's offending you. I know that I have said that to people and that it has offended them. And then when we break it down, they can't even tell me why. The truth is that if you are offended by somebody telling you that you can be beyond the point that you are right now, and you're offended by that, that's on you, because it is actually a fact that you can move forward, that you can create new things, that you can build something better, that you can move forward in whatever it is that you're trying to do in your career, in your life, in your business, whatever it is. And if you are saying that you can't do it, then you need to understand why. Why can't you do it? What? Why not? Who said? When? How? Who? Where? Right? And the reason I ask you those questions is because when you start to put yourself in a position where you start to ask yourself, can I really not do this? That's on you. Nobody's coming here to babysit you. Nobody's rescuing you. Nobody's going to do any of that. You need to do for you. Now, I ask, and I also, because I coach women, I know, and I have coaches in my life. I have about 3 coaches in my life and mentors. Okay. And so you need to really surround yourself with people that are going to push you forward, that are going to be there to support the dream and the vision of which you are trying to get uncomfortable for to move forward in your life, or not, because you can stay stuck where you want to stay. Ain't nobody gonna come to rescue you. Nobody. Okay. Now, there'll be people that will encourage you. There'll be people those are the people you want around you. But there's also going to be dream killers. There's going to be people who are going to tell you that you can't do it. You know how many people tried to stop me from moving because they kept saying, well, Nina, I don't think that's a good move. And what about work? And what about business? And, this, you get paid well. And you get 6 figures and blah, blah, blah. I had all the excuses coming at me. And I kept saying, it's not about you, though. It's not about you, though. It's about what I want to do. It's about what me and my husband have decided to do. It's about what I want to challenge myself with. It's not about you. Okay. And I let that for too long be the narrative that I was listening to, where I thought maybe I should wait another year. Maybe I should wait another year. Maybe I should wait another year. 8 years later, and I still wasn't doing it. And one day I just decided, you know what? My son called me. He said, Mom, just burn the boats. Just burn the boats. Right, Justin? I don't know if you're listening today, but just burn the boats. Hey, Dom, how are you? Good morning. And the truth is he's right. Just burn the freaking boats. And that's what I did. And that's not for everybody. That's why I said some people gotta definitely do things gradually. And it took me a year, so I think that's gradually enough. But when I made a decision, I was gone. 30 days out, gone. People were like, oh, hey, Neen, let us know when you're leaving. I'm like, already left. They're like, what? We didn't even get to see you or say goodbye. It wasn't about you. It wasn't about you. I love you guys. And I will be back to visit, of course, 100%, because I love you. But it wasn't about you. I had to make this happen, right? I had to, in spite of everybody, right? That's right, Dom. Dream Killers has got to go. That is correct, right? That's right. Burn the boats. Burn the boats, right? And for those of you who don't know where Burn the Boats come from, it's about Think and Grow Rich. I have the book in the back. That's why I look back. And this is my new little office, y'all. My new little office. It's halfway done. It's halfway done. And my husband got me beautiful flowers for Mother's Day, and that's sweet. It's my first flowers here in this new state. And I have to say, you know what? I've realized that I waited too long. I've held back for too long. I've really I didn't trust myself enough to make it happen sooner. And once I went and worked through all of that and my fears and all of that, because I did have a lot of fears that were associated with trauma and things like that in my life. And once I worked through that, I realized, what you're doing. You have one life. You are not promised tomorrow. You are already 50, still looking good, but already 50. And you need to get it together. And I said, you know what? I looked at my husband and I said, let's go. Let's do it. He's like, what? But we did it. We did it. He did it. I'm very proud of him. I did it. I'm very proud of me. And I think that you can do it too. I don't think, I know, right? I know you can do it too, but you don't have to, right? The option is to stay where you are and be okay with that. And if you're okay with that, hey, it's not my life, it's your life. But for those of you who are looking for growth and expansion and want to create change in your life, I'm going to challenge you to challenge yourself and to understand that nobody's coming to rescue you. Nobody. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's coming to change things for you. Nobody's coming to do any of that. You got to do that for yourself. It's the only way. So make sure that you guys get on it. You got to get on you. Get on yourself. Start creating the change you want to see. Because if you do not change, you are not going to see any change. Okay? So make sure that you are embracing discomfort when it comes to growth. It is okay to not know what the hell is going to happen next. It is okay not to even feel like you know what the F you're doing, because you don't. You've never been there before. That's the point. The point is to make yourself uncomfortable and embrace the fact that there's an opportunity to be uncomfortable. You know why? Because you're alive. You have one life, one, and it's fleeing every day. And you are the only one that has the opportunity to create catalysts and move in your life. You are the only one. And if you don't start to do this now, you are going to regret things later, because you're going to say to yourself 5 years from now, damn, if I only would have just started when I wanted to start. I know for me, that's how I feel about my health, right? For my health, I feel the same way. I'm like, damn, if I would have really buckled down when it comes to my health, really buckled it in, really took care of myself, I would have been exactly where I wanted to be right now, which is fit, which is running, which is lifting weights, which is doing all of those things that I know that that woman inside of me is dying to do. And I need to let her loose. I need to let her loose. And I know that I'm going to be super uncomfortable. Right? But that is what you need to do in order to create the change that you want to see in your life. Okay? So I love you guys. I really appreciate you spending time with me. I appreciate, Mitch and Dom and everybody that's leaving comments. I can't see all the comments. So if you want, leave a comment below. Make sure that you like, share, subscribe, all that stuff, because I'm trying to grow this community on Winject and also for Straight Talk. And I really, really hope that this has helped you, even if it's just a little bit, to move off your tail and make something happen today. Today, because you're not promised tomorrow. Today. Now, remember that next week, I am moving to a different time slot. Instead of in the mornings, I am going to be in the early evening. So 5 p.m. Central Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I love you guys so much. This is Neena Perez. This is Straight Talk, no sugar added.
Hey there, thank you so much for listening and spending this time with me. I appreciate you more than you will ever know. So please make sure that you share, you like, you rate, and review. Please tell your friends about this podcast. We are trying to grow this audience so that we can impact more lives. If you are interested in any kind of one-on-one coaching, please go ahead and email me at hello@straighttalknosugaradded.com. Thank you guys so much for being here. Until next time.
Jake Knapp is the inventor of the design sprint and the New York Times bestselling author of the book Sprint. He's also the co-founder of Character, a venture fund for early stage startups. How and why did you start using Miro?
I came from this position of thinking, I don't want to be doing stuff online, to thinking now when I do a sprint in person with a company, it's like, we're going to use Miro, even though we're all in the same room, because that's a better way for us to get this work done. As an investor, we're basically investing in their ability to solve problems. We're saying, we think this group of people is going to be able to solve a problem in a really great way and create value by doing it. And actually, you need to give people the tools that can help them make decisions, help them collaborate, help them visualize and see things in a different way. And Miro does all those things. So to me, at least as an investor, I'm thinking, give the team the tools that are going to help them think, that are going to make the most, brighten their skills as smart folks. And Miro is at the top of that list.
It's easy to lose sleep when you're worried about your health insurance plan. But when you have a family counting on you to take care of them, having the right coverage is more important than ever. That's why Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here to help. With low to no cost plans for you and your family, so you never go it alone. That's our Anthem. Click to learn more.
Israel is 5,690 miles away from the U.S., 11 hours by plane. Hate travels faster. In a comment, in a post, in a second. Jewish hate is up 388% in the U.S. Black hate, Muslim hate, and Asian hate are up too. When one hate rises, they all do. Let's stand up to all hate together. Share and wear the blue square from standuptojewishhate.org.